The Philly Black Mafia. Um, Philly Black Mafia was some cold gangsters. Some brothers that was FOI, and they very interesting. This shit is real interesting to me. Some FOI brothers that actually took to the streets and started the Philly Black Mafia. When you talk about Black Mafia, in my opinion, I think that's the epitome of what a Black Mafia would be. Um, One and the same as if you call the Aryan brothers the brotherhoods the white mafia, because they control the politics through a racial situation. The black Philly Black Mafia was kind of like on some FOI shit, so they was on some black shit. So in other words, what they was saying was, hey, it's our community. We standing for the fucking community as vanguards for the community, because we FOIs. We gonna take control of these streets. Fuck it. And we're gonna make these motherfuckers, get down and lay down. We're gonna make them go with our program. Now, a lot of it was to help build mosques and help build restaurants and shit like that, which was pretty, in my opinion, it was pretty smart. They made motherfuckers go with it, get down and lay down. Man, check this out. Y'all selling this poison in this community. Y'all gonna give us a motherfucking cut. And then and putting the smash down on motherfuckers, going in the shops. We protecting y'all. Y'all need to pay us. Basically putting a serious smash down. And to me, that's the real what you would consider black mafia, because they're controlling the politics. Remind me a lot of the BGF, and that's how they was coming. They started off as a revolutionary organization trying to keep the police from brutalizing us, and bring brothers together, but ended up becoming a force to smash on motherfuckers, because they figured like, okay, we standing for the people and y'all really ain't listening, so we just gonna start smashing you motherfuckers, and the Panthers as well. Now, motherfucker BGF don't think you hot shit, nigga. Get beside yourself. Y'all wasn't the original motherfuckers that did that. It was actually the Black Panthers that started that shit with Huey P. Newton. And the whole thing was, hey, we vanguards of the community. We standing up for our people. We getting fucked up. We getting our asses whooped. We getting hung. We getting brutalized by the police. We're standing up for the community to try to keep the community safe. And the drugs coming in like, all right, check it. Man, at least if y'all fucking up the community, give us a cut so we can help build this organization. And a lot of the D boys was like, man, fuck y'all. I ain't giving y'all shit. And they say, oh yeah, check this out. Start stuffing motherfuckers in the trunks and all that. And so actually, let me keep it real. The Black Panthers was the first vanguard to put the smash down in the community. And they wasn't asking motherfuckers. They was telling them, if you ask me, I think the BGF kind of was a spinoff of that and seen that and probably trying to do that. But that's what the Philly Black Mafia remind me of. And if you're going to say Black Mafia, I think that is the level. When you control the politics as a black man, you seek to control the politics through your race in a community, that's Black Mafia. Now, for that Meech and the Black Mafia family, I would give them Mafia status because they just did it so big. Now, you got to understand the black race is not like the other races. The black race it's a gangster ass situation. How the brothers come from the hood. It's a real street situation. So you can't get no weight with somebody just saying, hey, I'm the mafia, if you don't have any pull. You're just talking. So Big Meech was able to do it because he had all that money, which, okay, you can certify as being a black mafia, because to say you're a black mafia is like basically saying you're higher than everybody else. You're higher than the Crips or the Bloods. You're higher than the GD folks and the Vice Lords, because you're on mafia level. It's a higher level. So being a Big Meech did it as far as financially on a higher level, then he can take that label as black mafia. But I think the Philly Black Mafia was the real black mafia in the sense that they controlled the politics. For the black man, they controlled the politics. And the BGF, they control the politics. That's powerful, because it don't matter who the fuck you are. When you go to the penitentiaries, you have to fall up under the BGF or you had to get up under somebody. And just like the Aryan Brotherhoods, when Charles Manson came in, they had to get up under him. If you're white, you fuck you an Italian mob or whatever you in, you're gonna have to mind the Aryan Brotherhood when you go up in there. You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of like the white mafia. So the black mafia is somebody that controls the politics, the vanguard, and that's what the Philly Black Mafia was. Like I said, it was no different from the Black Panthers putting that smash down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, motherfucker, look, check it out, man. You got to do this. You ain't got no question. You ain't got you ain't got no, you don't have no alternative. You have to do what the fuck we tell you. We're gonna smash y'all. and they were successful. They started building black-owned businesses and everything, and it was a force to be reckoned with, to the point where even the Italian mafia out there had to give them their credit, because they knew they was a force to be reckoned with. And a lot of the backbone obviously came from the Nation of Islam, which is a cold motherfucking brotherhood. When it comes to that type of street shit, it's a cold brotherhood. It's not a street organization, but it's a brotherhood of soldiers. Soldierism is the main compliance. So it's just too good of an ingredient. If it turns street, it's gonna be successful. And it would take a FOI, a militant ass, disciplined ass set of soldiers to become the Black Mafia, because they're already strong from the shit that they represent up under the FOI. So very interesting dynamic that these revolutionary FOI brothers took to the streets and said, check it, which is not the first time. We can go into all kind of situations. It's always been a connection between the FOI and the streets at some point in time. I don't think that was the objective. I just think that's just the way it happened, because they're dealing with street people and they're in the hood. So, and a lot of them are from the hood, so it's always been interaction. And in that sense, they turned into the Philly Black Mafia and probably recruited some of the baddest motherfuckers up out of the FOI, and they wasn't playing no motherfucking games. They was putting that smash down, very similar to the Bays out here in Oakland. The Bays was at that FOI, but they was dealing with some street situations, on some real shit. It's hard to live in a fantasy world when you're dealing with real street shit. In fact, they had a situation where brothers was grinding in front of they mosque, and they had to get on motherfuckers like, man, get the fuck away from our mosque for selling dope. We ain't having that type of shit about any about our businesses. And of course, you know how brothers is. They fuck you, motherfucking bean pie ass nigga, and then went down. You know what I'm saying? Out here. And then the Chauncey Bailey situation, I'm not gonna even touch on that. That's kind of like a touchy situation, but the Bays was putting the motherfucking smash down. You feel me? And that's always been an interesting dynamic to see FOIs, the Panthers, a BGF putting a black smash down, a righteous smash down. But same with the Philly Black Mafia, they was putting that smash down. It was a force to be reckoned with. Some Black Vanguard shit / street shit, and they put that smash down. What I didn't agree with was the kid thing. When he killed them kids, now you motherfuckers done lost your motherfucking mind. I don't know where that came from. I don't so now you realize that a couple of them motherfuckers was probably on heroin or some sick ass drug that took their mind somewhere where it wasn't supposed to be, because it's like, you killed his brother and killed the kids. What about the grand wizard of Ku Klux Klan, motherfucker? Why you ain't drowning their kids and all that old shit? That was some sucker bitch ass shit. And that's when you see, if you'd have been in a California prison, you would have mined somebody. You know what I mean? Somebody would have stuck some steel in your ass over some shit like that, because we don't get down like that. And y'all whole mission was beautiful. The way y'all was putting the smash down for the black man and keeping the legal money within the black community. Because, shit, if they won't let you get it legally, you got to get it how you get it. But to do what they did to them kids, man, was some sucker ass bitch shit. And that's some East Coast Philadelphia shit. Because, like I said, if they would have been out there in California, somebody would have broke their motherfucking spine with a big ass bone crusher. You definitely would have got disciplined. You would have really understood this Black Mafia shit. That Black Mafia shit. And I'm not saying this like I'm in the Black Mafia. Don't put me in none of that shit. But that Black Mafia shit, you will realize it goes deeper than with just a Philadelphia Black Mafia when you're dealing with Black Vanguard on the level of, standing up for the race and putting the smash down for the brothers. You would have got disciplined for that. All y'all, whoever was involved with that, you would have stepped in them California prisons and got touched. And I would have probably been one of the ones that would have volunteered to touch you, because that's some. I don't condone no sick shit like that. I don't give a fuck about hypocrites or what the fuck you talking about. That's sick, man. You leave kids alone. Not a bitch. That's different. Fuck a bitch, but kids, nigga. You drown the kids. That was some hoe ass shit, nigga. You know what I mean? That just fucked y'all whole legacy up, because I thought y'all was some bad motherfuckers until I seen that. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, these some cold brothers right here. But when I seen that bitch ass shit, nigga, I thought that was some hoe ass shit. Even though it's funny, man. We don't even have we don't have enough brothers like y'all to stand up for the community. So I didn't forgive that act. I still kind of, but I still in the organization in its entirety. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of admired them a little bit to an extent. But with that act, when them particular individuals that did that, whoever made that call, that was some hoe ass shit. You feel me? That was some real bitch ass shit, man. You dig? I didn't respect that at all. And like I said, then if y'all would have been in the California prison, y'all would have understand the other level of black mafia, because y'all would have had some steel up in y'all ass. When you make decisions like that, you don't really get you make decisions like that, you have to answer to somebody. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's different when y'all was putting the smash down and it was all good, and y'all putting it down for the black man, and y'all even got respect from the Italians, and kept the D boys in check. You know what I mean? Made them pay them taxes. That was all good. But when you made the choice to kill some kids, talking about some hypocrite shit, nigga. That was some hoe ass shit, nigga. You know what I mean? And whoever it was, y'all did that to with some hoe ass niggas, because it really would have been on, nigga. It really would have got funky. I would have wanted. I'd have went to jail with y'all niggas just to kill y'all over some shit like that, nigga. Fucking with some kids, nigga. I would have went and got locked up and got a line on y'all wherever the fuck you was at, and gotten your motherfucking pod or whatever, and played it off, nigga, and tried to get in and stuck something in you in front of the fucking pigs, nigga. But yeah, that fucked up the legacy, man. That fucked me up when I seen that. Lee, you don't fuck with no kids, nigga. That's some hoe shit. Y'all shit was raw, nigga. Until that shit, nigga. When I seen that, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these brothers? I mean, obviously it was y'all whoever did that was some motherfucking hair, some cold heroin. Some shit that had no cut to it, or some coke, nigga. Definitely wasn't in your right mind to do some shit like that. Talking about some hypocrite shit, nigga. You know? That hypocrite word was kind of, that's the shit that got Malcolm X killed. But at the same time, not no babies, man. Not no babies. You feel me? Not no babies, man. That's some whole shit. Whoever made that call, I'd have hit his ass and the motherfuckers that did it. Cold. I'd have hit them niggas so cold, nigga. I'd have stabbed one of them niggas like 300 times, nigga. I'd have stabbed them niggas so, man, my wrist would have been sore after I'd have stabbed them niggas so many times. Like, I'd have tried to stab them niggas to their body with no more meat on their bones, nigga. Breaking bones and tearing meat off, nigga. That was some sucker shit. I did not respect that. Boy, that touched me. I don't like when people fuck with kids, bro. That really irked me when I seen that. I was feeling it. I was feeling the documentary when I seen the documentary. I was feeling it. I'm like, I love to see shit like that. I love to see black vanguards taking control of the community and smashing on the ignorant shit and making motherfuckers do certain shit. Nigga, you gonna pay us, nigga. You gonna give us a percentage of that dope money, nigga. You feel me? And then putting a demo down so they respect it. Snatching pimps and hoes up, nigga. You gonna pay? You gonna cash us out? And they made a lot of money too. They made a lot of money doing that shit. They was opening up a gang of black-owned businesses, from what I understand. But when they did that shit with them kids, boy, that really touched me, man. That really angered me, bro. That really touched me, man. And if I think what really made me mad is I was really feeling them niggas. I was like, man, I like these brothers. I like these here brothers, man. you know, But yeah, that angered me, man. Excuse me, I didn't mean to get beside myself and get emotional like that, But that really angered me when I seen what they did to them kids. But and then you would understand that Philly Black Mafia is not the Black Mafia. Probably is not just in Philly. It's probably in other places too. Other brothers probably want to go up under that same banner, but just a different sect. And you definitely would have to mind. You definitely have to answer somebody for killing some kids, or raping women. In the California prisons, when you're a rapist, you get dealt with. Somebody gonna stick something in you just to get stripes. It's that easy, and that it's like it's recreation. You come in there with where you didn't kill some kids, or you didn't or you didn't kill some, or you didn't rape the woman, or some sick shit like that, or molested some kids, or they gonna kill you for sure and get them stripes. You get stripes, and then you get love from even other races respect you. You know, it's an honor. It's a badge of honor to stick something in a rapist or somebody that killed kids. So you would have definitely understood the other side of the so-called black mafia, or black vanguards, whatever you want to call it. When you'd have came out here, if you'd have entered these systems, they'd have stuck something in you real cold. That would probably been the first. That would have been the first thing on the menu. As soon as you came in, they would have been on your ass. Somebody would have already been then volunteered to do it. You first of all, you'd have had a gang of motherfuckers volunteer to do it. That's how cold the prison system is. You'd have had a bunch of people volunteering to do it so they can get them stripes. Everybody would have been talking about you when you walked into prison. Then if this the cold thing, if we wouldn't have poked y'all, the other races would have poked y'all. You feel me? But we would have poked holes in your ass where you'd have looked like a water fountain, boy. We got done with you. But anyway, getting back to the original point, I did like the brothers, the way they was moving, the Philly Black Mafia. Um, yeah, man, that kid thing is just fucking with me right now. Just what they did with the kids, I didn't like that. But they definitely put the smash down, and they started another branch. The legacy kept going, which is something I liked it. That Vanguard legacy kept going. Where some brothers took. They had a lot of power and a lot of respect after that, and I think it went to another level and another sect. The Junior Black Mafia. They kept the reigning. You understand me? And they was a force to be reckoned with. They ended up getting in the dope game real heavy, getting that bag, and then shit. Bunch of snitches fucked they shit up. But Philly Black Mafia was some cold motherfuckers, man. X out the kid shit. They was putting a smash down. They wasn't to be fucked with. They was reaching out and touching motherfuckers and making motherfuckers pay. You got to pay up. You got to pay up. That's what you had to do. You had to pay. You had to pay. And very organized. And I like to see people like the Philly Black Mafia popping up, because these other racists try to act like the black man don't have the capability of being in a mafia or creating a mafia. I always hear these documentaries about Asian mafia cats, yakuza, and all these different mobs trying to make it like the black man is not capable of being organized. The Philadelphia Mafia shows you that. Because in my opinion, they was more organized than Big Meech. Big Meech was cold with his game. No, he didn't see all the tricks and the trades. He was cold with his game, but he didn't. When you talk about mafia, you talking about black mafia. You talking about black vanguards, brothers that represent the whole race and seek to make decisions for the race as far as in the street element. You see, and that's what the Philly Black Mob was more so like. And to me, that's real black mafia. Like I said, it's a parallel to like the Aryan Brotherhoods, even though they don't call themselves the white mafia. They are really the mob, because you cannot go through a prison system if you white without hollering at them. You cannot go through the California system without hollering at the black man. You have to go up under our ranks. That's mafia, and that's how Philly Black Mafia was. We're representing our race, FOIs. We're representing this shit. We run our community. We run this shit. You can't go through our community without talking to us and answering to us. I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was raw, and I thought that was some real mob shit. Versus Big Meech. Big Meech just got the label to me because he did it big. He had a lot of money. That's what gave him the Black Mafia. But just saying you the Black Mafia, you got to be Black Vanguard. You can't just say Black Mafia, because you listen to what you're saying. You're saying Black Mafia. You know what I'm saying? You're not saying Crip Mafia, Blood Mafia. You're saying Black Mafia. That means you represent the whole race. You're representing your race, so you have to be a bad motherfucker. You have to represent the race, and representing the race is being a Black Vanguard. And so that means that you have to try to make decisions for the race, which supersedes other gangs, because you're making a racial decision. You see what I'm saying? So that's Black Mafia shit, in my opinion. This is just what I've analyzed from looking at this shit. That's some Black Mafia shit. It's like, okay, you're making a decision for the entire race, which is brilliant. This shit is brilliant, because I can roll up on you and say, hey, and do what I got to do. But anyway, yeah. So the Philly Black Mafia was some bad motherfuckers. X out the kids thing, and they put the smash down. It was the real Black Mafia. You know what I'm saying? They put that smash down. Some bad motherfuckers about that FOY. That brotherhood is a motherfucker. I know. I see how you can get organized coming up out of that, because I fuck with the FOY. That's some organized shit, and it's a cold brotherhood, and they got a cold post game. It's hard to run up on them because they own posts and they watching shit, you know. So it's a cold game, you know. But yeah, the Philly Black Mafia was some bad dudes, man. Some bad dudes, you know. And yeah, that conclude my thing. When I had to do something on the Philly Black Mafia, because I've been hearing people talk about Mafia. I've been hearing the other races act like we're not capable of having a Mafia. Um, Philly Black Mafia was some bad motherfuckers. They would have gave any Italian mob their business. Trust me, they wasn't to be fucked with, and he had money. You feel me? And it came with another sector, JBM, which is a force to be reckoned with. You feel me? And they were some bad dudes, and I also want to make it known to other brothers what the mafia is. In my opinion, Big Meech and them wasn't the real Black Mafia. The Philly Black Mafia was, because they was black vanguards. When you say Black Mafia, that means black. It means you're representing your race. That means if you step to a motherfucker, you saying, yeah, I understand you a GD or vice lord, but I'm representing the race. We doing a racial thing, brother. We getting this money as black brothers. You know what I'm saying? And if you get down with us and you break the laws, you already know what's gonna happen. That to me is real Black Mafia. Black vanguards just represent the race. But I give Meech the real Black Mafia level because he did it on such a large scale. Like I said, if you're saying you Black Mafia, it has to be something bigger than everybody else, because we already some gangster motherfuckers. So what do you look like throwing the word Mafia around? We already got the Crenshaw Mafia. We got Bloods, we got Crips, we got GDs, Vice Lords, we got Turfs in Oakland. We don't, you to say you the mob, you got to supersede all that. So you got to be a bad motherfucker. You got to be a bad motherfucker, and I think Big Meech rose to that level because he had money. You know what I'm saying? Not to say his organization was that strong, because his organization wasn't just some killing ass motherfuckers, but they had a lot of money. You see what I'm saying? Now the Philly Black Mafia was a force